Hey, what's going on, guys? I think all my viewers are here, not in chat. Anyway, we're gonna do some eco today. Probably should have opened Steam before now, but a new item in my inventory.
I mean, that would have been a great idea.
20% off cooking simulator. Oh,
I'm actually interested in getting that.
Is that a multiplayer game?
I don't know, but the question begs: I don't like cooking in real life. Am I really gonna like cooking on my computer?
No,
That's what I
but
figured.
your chat will.
It's like cooking on a computer.
They need to do fucking
It's that easy.
cooking simulator, but it's the same like thing as Surgeon Simulator, where you have like the wonky ass hands and shit. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like that though.
Is it? I know nothing about it. I know absolutely nothing about it.
It's a little bit unwieldy from what I saw.
For some reason, when you said cooking simulator, or like cooking on your computer, I got the visual of like you trying to fry an egg on the CPU sink of an overclocked processor.
I wish I had a. I wish there was a cheapo CPU for this socket, because I have a broken motherboard that I would totally fucking try that. Just put an egg right on the CPU and see if I could cook it. But I don't want to spend $400 on a fucking CPU to try it.
I'm sure you could get a second
Why
hand one.
Why is the truck floating?
Why wouldn't the truck be floating? I mean, let's be honest. You see, what we do is we put helium in the tires. That's how they can hold so much.
That explains so much.
Oh, it's
Actually,
completely
really
different on my screen.
Oh, I just jumped on it and it fell, so. Whoa! Whoa!
They're like
Good job.
sliding around. Mine just did
Good
it too.
job, world leader.
So, fun fact, if it's on its side, you can actually correct it.
Yeah, I was helping push it up. You know, with my superhuman strength.
Yes, of course. So what we were discussing before we went live is I should probably have some music on. Oh, what are we doing on iron and steel right now? Is that something we can start really cranking out, or did we expend everything we already avoided?
Well, as long as we keep ore coming in, I can keep it going. Eventually, we're going to need some more coal to do steel. I've got 300 iron and 100 steel down here in the blast furnace. I think I have a little bit of a stash up here for an emergency. We're super short on gold, but I've got iron and a capability to make more steel. Like I said, the thing that's going to hold us up on steel is going to be eventually coal after another 100 or 2.
Do we have a coal mine?
Sort of. We have an
There was
area. So we have an area where we're digging out coal, but
Let's say I've got 30 more biofuel up here in a stockpile with about 60 gasoline.
There's
Wow.
a pile of coal in town. I'm just trying.
Yeah, there's
that might be for my generator.
Well, each stack of 100 steel takes like 200 coal, so it's ridiculous.
VLC doesn't know today.
How dare you hit my Toyota?
Ambient space it is, because nothing else wanted to work right now.
Yeah, as far as I remember, there was an okay amount of gold we might be able to farm from Atlantis. So, that shouldn't be too big a deal.
Gold!
I don't see any gold over here, so I'm guessing someone's done taken it out of here and used it. I thought I had a stack of 100 stashed. It's not here.
Why do you use it to make these trucks?
culprit is at hand.
I do have plenty of plastic and epoxy.
I'm gonna drop this off. Like impossible to see. All right. Well, I think we gotta decide on what we want to aim for next then. I mean, this is kind of what we were trying to get, the skid steer and those trucks for a while, so.
Well, what is the next step?
I mean, we're basically at the end of the rails as far as I can tell. We got the, let's see, lasers, laboratories, which we need to defeat the laser, the big ball of the rock in the sky, the asteroid, meteor, whatever it is.
Well, does somebody want to run that chat command to get rid of stones?
Oh yeah, I can do that. Let me,
I just
I always
popped up-
forget what the stupid command is.
Didn't I pin it?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I popped up above the tunnel here, and all of a sudden I see like 1,000 stones just loose up there.
"52 Rebel" was deleted.
That's probably about how much was up top.
Yeah, I guess realistically, we're basically at endish game now.
Yeah,
So-
I think they need some linear balancing. It's like it took forever for us to get to here, and now it's just like once we're here, it's like, oh, let's make the lasers, we're done.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's kind of what it was last time too. I mean, it's just kind of what the state of the game right now.
Kind of ended up being slightly anticlimactic.
This compost stockpile by your house, Rob's getting kind of full.
Okay. Well, I'll get to it in a second here.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, I let it build up over on the other side and bring it over. So I probably got one more trip's worth of space in there.
Where were we digging gold out?
The only place I saw more than one piece of gold at was Atlantis.
I know we went to the snowy biome to get copper.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was thinking, but it's not really over there, is it?
No. Where did we? I know we did something.
I'm driving around, it's making
Grassland.
the
I think we-
footsteps.
I think it was the grasslands we found in it. Just in a different type of rock, because we were trying to dig in sandstone to get iron, and I think the gold's in granite. I don't remember making a mine anywhere else.
Yeah, and that link we were using doesn't work anymore, right? To look at the list.
No, I don't think so.
Do you guys know where the food box is again?
I think it was right in the corner. As you kind of when you came through that main bridge, that main tunnel, it was like right either on the left or right side of that. No, I don't know.
Whoa, truck! Someone parked their truck in the middle of the road.
There's some meat, I guess.
Rainforest.
You're talking about in the tunnel? Truck?
Yeah, you built the road out, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start taking out this ceiling layer here.
Did you all make a gold mine over in the jungle?
No, but that's where my thing says we got to go to find it.
And
Well,
I
do
know
we really need that much more?
Yeah, for lasers we do.
Yeah, I mean, all that we dug out in Africa mostly was clay.
Someone pick up the excavator, just make a shit ton of stockpiles, and let's go to Africa.
Or are you making a road to it? Might as well.
Well, we also
already
got
is a
other
road to
road,
it.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Don't worry. I was the first to discover Africa. Is there somewhere I can dump iron at for you, Musics, or can you just... That's good.
I just tossed it in my truck. Are you still right over by the...
I'm in the tunnel, so... Here you go, 4 stacks.
Thank you. You want me to grab the excavator and widen that tunnel?
No, it's wide enough. I'm just taking the ceiling layer out. It's fine.
I'm
We're
gonna
trying to
drive.
get gold.
I'm gonna drive the excavator over to. Not California. What's that one?
Africa?
Africa. Yeah, because we have a half
You don't
hour's worth
wanna
of
drive
fuel.
that on the asphalt.
We have a half hour's worth of fuel we're gonna kill if we don't.
The bridge to Africa is not asphalt.
Plus, if
It's
if I fucking sink it, we're gonna be wasting that anyway. So what's the difference? Might as well try.
Yeah, it's all mortared stone.
But if somebody
Going
wants
across
to bring a truck over and stockpiles, that would be nice.
Does anybody know where there's any wood stored up?
Lots of it on Atlantis right now. I got stockpiles.
I'm driving the truck across. Just toss a bunch in the back.
Is this game not very risky?
It's going Hellfire. Yeah, I have the pop-in set pretty low just for streaming purposes. I mean, unfortunately, the longer you play this game, the more it seems to not like to play itself, you know? It's part of the early access and all that, you know?
Just about to ask where the wood is.
could just see Frey floating around.
It's fine.
You have a lot of room here. Well, I'm just gonna load the truck up if you don't mind. We can make a shit ton of stockpiles.
There's also wood over in Africa you can cut down. There's a ton of wood over there.
There's a ton of trees there.
Too late. I'm taking Atlanta's wood. It's better.
It's
Yes.
irradiated and polluted.
Yeah,
Not
that's,
just
that stuff's absorbing the pollution.
All that, mineral gets imbued in the wood and makes it stronger.
Static.
For some reason, this vehicle's very jerky.
I know that road is terrible that thing is terrible on roads. It just turns. You tap the button and you go around 180 degrees.
No, I'm not so worried about that. I mean, yes, it is doing that, but that I can compensate for. It's just like, as I'm accelerating, it's just like wiggling like fuck.
Yeah, you would really think it wouldn't have that kind of problem since that's basically driving on normal dirt.
Yeah, we're taking a little detour from our usual area over here, over this bridge, and over to here to dig up hopefully some gold.
Some sweet African gold.
What is that? What is that?
The tree?
Yeah, it's got like a fucking vine on it, but as I'm moving, the vine's moving. It's like the vine's not scaling, it's just... Also, it's some fucking serious poppin'. Also, thank you, Alo. Alio. Ooh.
I'm gonna log for a little bit, so I'll be on later, maybe.
All right.
See you guys.
Have a good one.
See ya. Oh no. Oh.
What's up?
It looks like single stone particles can get stuck underneath this new truck in such a way that it's like really stuck.
Nice.
Yeah, I've had that happen actually. You just kind of got to stick more under there to jack it up and grab it out.
The question I have is, where do we want to start doing this?
I'm on my way.
The existing mine we have isn't really suitable. We'd have to fill in all this area for it to be flat. Which I guess we
They really
could do.
Need to optimize like the way the world is loaded client side. Because I'm playing local network and I happen to stop on the truck to wait for the world to load. That should never happen.
Well, I think our world size also has something to do with that. Another problem that we have over here is all these roots.
I've never actually been across this bridge.
You're right, it's got a head bob on or something.
Oh, you haven't been across the new Africa convenience bridge?
Never been to Africa.
Take the bridge down to Africa.
I mean, it may eventually become an actual road, but for now.
I like driving on the beach.
It's good on
I
this
like
one.
how you when you
No, go
I
ahead.
like how when you let off the gas, like holding the up arrow or W or whatever, that it's like slamming on the brakes.
Yeah. So that regenerative braking.
Is somewhere crunching sandstone?
Yes. In the not glass house.
Okay.
You may have to move it around until you find the bin that eats it up. I think it's Machine Shop 2 will accept it. But please don't just like leave it in there and find the one that eats it, because otherwise it's gonna make a big mess.
This does not look like a safe driving environment.
Says you. Look, I designed that over
That
a
is true. I did say that.
over a expert 10-year time frame. I brought in a bunch of engineers, and we all agreed that that was perfect.
What's up with you today, Lucifer? Anything good? Yeah, unfortunately, in order to dig under here, which I think is what we're gonna end up doing, we need to get rid of the tree roots. And I don't want to just leave a fucking tree felled up here, because that's not good for the environment in this game. You're kind of drunk? Alright.
As long as it's only kinda.
I was tracking a buffalo, and I somehow lost it. How do I lose a buffalo?
Insert buffalo meme here.
Here.
Yeah, what's the matter?
Why? Just why?
Because I can't. Mystics, maybe what we can have you do is move this stockpile over a bit so we can drive the excavator down here and get rid of some of these trees. I'm trying to clear an entrance over here so we can actually dig underneath the ground.
Which, like this stockpile right here?
Yeah, there's one full of dirt and this dirt pile. There's mud. And these 3 trees in the way leading up to it. I'm trying to take stuff from the ceiling and add it to the floor so the floor is flat. In fact, we may actually have to go downward. I don't know.
I was gonna say, I think you're one up where you're at. When it is a ramp. I ought to work on moving this stockpile instead of that one.
Well,
Get back here!
the ramp, we can just widen this ramp up, right? Another one, too. You know what I mean? That's easy enough to do. Or we can even go in from the side if this rock wasn't. You know, I'm not too concerned about that. We're definitely not fitting through over here, though.
I shot the buffalo and it disappeared, like it phased through the world. And now I can't find it.
Do.
That's not what buffaloes do.
Well, you have evidence otherwise, because that's what it did.
I thought No, what do you mean roots are too strong? There's nothing up there with roots.
It's like a single papaya.
Knowing this game is just
I've been watching a lot of what's that game? Oxygen not included. They've added a bunch of shit.
You realize you've been playing it wrong this whole time?
Oh, I don't need the internet to tell me that. I know that. But they added a bunch of shit that kind of helps it balance it. I'm watching the guy do what he's calling a super dupe run, where all his dupes are like really good at all their skills, but they don't know any jobs, so I don't know, it's weird, but it's interesting enough. I don't know, there's so many games that I want to replay and do more on, and I just can't. I keep playing Factorio.
It looks like I collapsed the whole, like, road, the shortcut road roof in on it. It's all, like, blocked and plugged up with rocks, like 3,000 rocks. So I'm not saying that I knocked an entire row of ceiling out without picking any of it up, but that's pretty much what I did. The server seems to handle it just fine when it's just me over here, so...
Well,
Yeah, I don't think it's. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, good, good.
You're saying I don't think it's this server itself, because like I said, this isn't using hardly any RAM, and it's not pushing the processor any. I just think it's bad optimization.
Lucifer, we're at the point where we are gathering supplies to build the lasers, so we're getting close to the end. I know it's tough. It's tough doing a stream in this game because, you know, the game works okay for that, but like it's really made to be on all the time and to be like a community effort kind of thing, you know. And that's kind of what I wanted to do for this, and then I never really got that far into it to be able to do that. And I know, it's just a little bit of a weird scenario, you know?
I never picked up wood cutting. I don't have an axe.
You should have a baby one. The tree fucking stayed where it was.
Oh, it's doing
You don't have any points left?
Oh, I have a ton. I just didn't want to go.
You fucking walk around like you shit your pants when there's something on the ground. Just waddle.
Can't break that stuff.
Is it telling you can, or is it just not doing it?
No, it's just not doing it.
I think
I've
it's-
seen it 20 times.
Yeah, I think you gotta hit it a lot. I'll do it.
But it's 20 calories a swing for me with the X.
That's why you gotta pick up wood carving.
It's Minecraft too. No, it's different than Minecraft. There's skills you can earn, and like a law system, and a point, a goal, and you know, there's taxes and elections, and oh, that tree actually has some like bone physics when it falls down or is spinning. What else am I missing out? There's a whole bunch of stuff that makes it a little bit different than Minecraft. I mean, I'm sure there's Minecraft mods that are equal or more complex, but the point of this is there's a meteor in the sky. We can't see it. A little too much tree coverage here, but there's a meteor in the sky that's going to come down and destroy the planet. And so you're trying to prevent that from happening, but at the same time, all of your actions have an ecological impact. So you're trying not to destroy the ecology as you, you know, try and save it.
The goal is to put as many trucks in the water as possible.
I would try to go as straight as you can.
I was trying to build a side thing that we could stick a stockpile right here.
Oh, there might be places you can't drive there that are covered up, just because of the, you know, the ground, the holes in the ground. You'd have to see when you dig it up.
It's not letting me break it. It's not giving me a message or nothing.
Let's see.
Tree overhead.
Yeah, it's working all right for me.
Yeah, well, here got it and it worked just fine.
So apparently Cooking Simulator is out.
Yeah, I have a coupon. Steam gave me a coupon.
Same. I don't know if my computer should run it.
How many sunken trucks are up to? I mean, total probably like 5 or 6, but I think we rescued all of them, except for one. Rip.
It's fine. It needed to be retired.
True American hero.
G.I. Joe.
How melodic of you.
Thank you. Is this only 4 high music, so I have to go up one more?
It's got to be 5 for a full stockpile.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if this is 5 or 4. I think it's only 4.
Oh, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
This cannot reach 5. Somebody just dropped something upstairs, but it reminded me last night at like 1:30, I was sitting here trying to like get something done before I went to bed, and there was a fucking, it sounded like a gunshot that went off outside, but it was fucking thunder. It must have hit the field right next door because it was so fucking loud. A bottle fell off my desk. It was crazy. It shook the fucking house.
It is a lot louder than you expected it would be.
That normally you have like a little bit of a grumble, you know what I mean? Like because you're so far away, you get a little bit of that coincident like.
Oh no, it's just pow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had that happen one time, and then like the next day we went out and there was a big like spider web crack in the road where it hit the road.
Yeah.
Ooh. Holy shit.
That actually happened while I was in the military. I crossed like 20 feet away from the barracks we were staying in. A tree got hit by lightning, and everybody was just like freaking out because it was just a loud. Everyone was like ears ringing, covering their ears.
Yeah, I bet.
See, the worst we've had here was the field that's actually behind my house. So farmers tend to use it for straw, and they'll bale it after summer's over with, right? Or sometime midsummer. I don't remember exactly when. But they'll bale it, and you know it's like those circular bales that you see, right? And we had a really bad storm go through, and all of a sudden we hear boom, and fucking lightning hit one of the bales and caught it on fire.
Classic.
It was far enough away from my house, I wasn't too worried about it, but at the same time, it's like, ooh.
You know,
That's,
cows hate those big circular barrels of straw.
You've personally asked them about that?
Yeah, because all they want is a square meal.
Come on, Bugsy. How you doing, man?
Alright, the shortcut tunnel is finished being expanded, so plenty of room overhead and plenty of room everywhere.
Nice.
You can drive in third person.
Nice. Even better.
Why don't you come back here and swing around and we'll start going down. Do you have ramps on you, by any chance?
I do not, but I think I can make them over here out of dirt. Which we have plenty of, so.
Indeed.
Dirt ramps. There's actually 3 in storage over here.
Those must be from back in the day.
Yeah. Classic. I was gonna put ramps down, but alright.
Oh god. What happened?
I used the stamper. Oh, that wasn't long enough. Shit. Well, rip in peace. Three roads.
What have you done?
Can you shovel this piece of dirt in my... Oh, yeah, I got out.
I am super happy with this new mic, by the way.
Oh, good.
Like, this is nice. I can actually hear you guys. And,
Wow.
and you guys can't hear yourselves.
I was gonna say, normally microphones don't impede your ability to hear, but yes, that's a benefit.
Well, no, Gear, I have to, like...
I know,
had
I know.
to turn you guys down.
I'm doing alright, Bugsy. How about you?
Music, so I don't think you set an output for these stock files over here that you queued up.
That's alright, I'll collect them when I come back across.
Sorry, my mom's texting me.
Probably telling you how bad of a joke that was that I told.
No, I have the engagement party this weekend, and telling me I have to wear something nice, like I on away.
Like slacks and button-down business casual nice, or suit and tie nice?
No, I'm wearing fucking jeans and button down.
Nice jeans are like slacks.
I only have black work jeans, so. Yeah, the excavator was flopping because I was using the road tool on the dirt behind him, and the plain dirt is not the same height as the road tool dirt road, so it made him bounce.
Let's bounce.
Ah! The server saving got fucking stuck in a warp hole.
Well, this stockpile's cool. Alright.
Yeah, unfortunately, we might not have anywhere to put any of this stuff. I honestly don't know what we're gonna do with it.
Well, I'll if we get it on the truck, I can just run it over to the deep storage.
Yeah, I was trying to empty that out, actually.
You knock these trees down out here, and 2 new ones sprouted up.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Trees faster than rabbits.
How much fuel you got left on that thing?
There were a couple barrels in there, so
Oh, we're there.
yeah. Oh, so you boxing me in? Oh, the truck. I couldn't see the truck. I could only see the dirt.
Yeah, we definitely need to dig down and get out of this dirt clay.
Yeah, well, this is a big area cleared out. We could probably
Yeah, start heading down again.
start heading down, yeah. That's weird. It points to rocks as a valid target for my dirt stamper. I don't know why. It doesn't let me do anything, but I don't know.
I like how I click on the truck with my shovel in my hand and it pulls
Yep.
out all the
Fuel.
gas.
Yep. Did that with the skid steers too. Here, I'll try that. well, hang on. We gotta back up more for putting down roads, though.
Yeah, I was just going behind you and emptying out the steer.
Ah, gotcha. Also, that stockpile, too. Jumbling me up so hard I keep accessing that inventory above me.
Well, according to my screen, I'm just punching that rock with my hand.
Level 8 mining.
Okay. Okay, game. I walked away from my truck to work on something else. I came back. Rams had spawned underneath it and flipped it over.
I guess that's what I mean by Dodge Ram.
It's a Toyota, though. Maybe that's why they attacked it.
They were intimidated by it, so what? They wanted to kill it?
I guess so.
What? Text from my mother. I'm talking about the 8th of 15th. Father's Day.
I just now got the Twitch message that you went live.
Oh, only an hour late? On the dot, almost. Yeah, basically, it's only been streaming an hour and 20 seconds. Are they all an hour off? I had no idea. Why are they even in a position where that happens? Like, well, they enter a queue and they're like, all right, it's supposed to be at whatever time. You know, like, why would you even put a time on it? If someone's live, just fucking send a notification. Tank still has wonky controls. Because right is spin right no matter what. Like if you're going in reverse, right is still spin right.
Yeah, back wheel drive, right?
I was digging through walls. I mean, it's an excavator. It just excavates the walls. It's bouncing. Wait, it's bouncing and forcing me to excavate the walls. I gotta pick up some of this shit before I go on. A type usually can't dig like this. Well, it's a video game. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm glad there's no health in this game. You squished me between that thing and my truck like 100 times.
Alright, we should do a little excavation though. We should figure out where the gold is exactly. You know what I mean? If we're too high.
Down. I mean, all of the ores are optimal at 30 depth, and we're like 1, 2, 3. We're at 4 depth.
Optimal.
We need to get under the shale rocks. What we need to do.
You think it's worth just dropping straight down and letting the truck fall in and then pulling it out later? Well, let's do this. Let's dig just down at an angle here and see what we get.
I see you're almost starving. I'm
Little-
running low. Let me go get food.
All right, there's a little granite over here.
Is there food at Rob's house? Right? I know you were cooking.
There should be some in the cart. There might be some in the campfire as well.
I agree with that, Bugsy, from a practicality standpoint. However, there's like literally no mid-tier digging tools. It's kind of an end game digging tool. So if they restrict it to just that, it would be useless. You know what I mean?
I'll be there shortly, and I'll cook some more of the high tier food.
Also, hi, I just got back. Hello.
Hi, I just got back. I'm Rob.
Welcome back, Rob.
Rob. Really? Well, the things you could have gone with, that's what you chose.
Okay. Have you ever heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Excuse me?
Sorry, the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Oh, Lord.
We need a fucking ground penetrating radar to see where all this shit is.
They could have added an appropriate digging tool, but they chose not to. It was a design decision.
There's also a backhoe, but that's more suited for vertical digging than it is horizontal digging.
It's really hard to control where you're digging at because the camera angles are pretty terrible.
Yeah, that's. I feel like they kind of have to be that way because we're underground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to complain about the camera angles themselves because I don't know how they would make it better, but using the excavator is hard.
Right, you don't have an output set for the cast iron stove.
Oh, my bad.
Throw my phone on the floor, no worries.
Oh, sweet. With some corn fritters. I'll make some of them. Boiled sausage.
Boiled sausage. Boiled sausage.
Yeah, let me see what else I can queue up here.
What's going on, Mac?
Hey, Mac.
Hey, Mac.
What's up, Mac?
Oh, I have reached the too hungry to work stage, so.
I am standing in the kitchen waiting for my order to be filled. Service! Service, please!
Sorry, I've been away digging ditches, so wait.
Yeah, I'm still slowly leveling it. I'm getting there.
It's like 24 tortillas. Go ahead and eat some of those. I ate like 15 of them to sate my hunger.
Just fucking shove tortillas in your mouth.
It
Delicious.
really doesn't matter at this point.
Raw tortillas.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Does not matter.
You did make corn fritters. Here, I'm bringing you some corn fritters.
All right. Are those corn dogs?
That was like grilled corn on the cob.
Ah. Yeah, I don't really know what a fritter is.
You've never had a fritter?
Maybe not by name, I guess.
They're okay. I mean, they're not. Nothing fancy.
Also, I'm cooking 100 baked meats, so that should cover us for the rest of forever.
I'm shoving
I
all
don't
these
know about that.
seeds in my mouth and eating them, and they're fucking giving me no calories.
Yeah, the seeds aren't going to help you, sorry.
I'm bringing back some corn fritters, some salads. I think I picked up some tortillas.
Oh, nice. You can put it in the chest of the other food over here.
What? There's no other food over there.
Oh, okay.
Why didn't you say there was food over there?
I didn't know there was until 2 seconds ago. That's all right.
Yeah, I think that was like stuff they got left a long
That was
time
left
ago.
over. Yeah, that's all stale.
Oh, I don't envy your food poisoning you're going to have in 2 days.
Well, it's better than meteorite collision.
Is it really?
Yeah, I would say. Just a rough guess.
Well, we can give the meteorite food poisoning instead.
There you go. Maybe I'll go home
You
instead.
know for sure. You got to give the meteorite a chance.
You tried. A cactus just kicked my truck off the road. Told me I don't belong in this neck of the woods.
We're gonna try and get oil from it? No, I think we have enough oil. I don't even know if you can get oil out of the shale in this game, but we're pretty much only looking for gold over here as far as I am concerned.
Shale is a natural repository for natural gas, not oil anyway. Yeah,
I
the
think
cactus.
You can get oil out of shale, but
Well, it's more likely to find natural gas in a place like that.
yeah, we totally don't need it. We've got 4 pump checks grabbing oil.
Yes, the cactus actually did jump in front of me. It had a death wish.
What's sea level in this game?
No clue.
54. I'll tell you in a second. 60.
60. Okay, so we're almost at 30. Well, I've just been digging a little tunnel straight down to 30. I figure.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's fucking cave it in with the truck, and we'll pull the truck out later. So much for saving that oil, I guess.
Yeah, this granite here is what the gold should be in.
Maybe the granite's at 60-ish. That's not. So That's not 30 under, you know what I mean?
Your boiled sausage is ready to pick up. Yum.
Did you save the drippings?
Joke's on you, it's all drippings.
Oh.
It's boiled.
Oh. I got shot to the surface.
Yeah, in this game, I think you get neither. Unfortunately, but I like I said, we don't. Natural gas doesn't really exist per se, and oil. We have oil.
Look, we can get some natural gas going here. Let's get some more of them campfire beans.
Oh my god.
No, I'll make natural gas for sure.
You just had to.
You got a problem with it? Look, everybody farts, okay?
Everybody poops.
Everybody poops, everybody farts.
Classic childhood book.
I should probably ask, how late were you planning on going with this?
Not too terribly late. I gotta edit the podcast and do dinner and shit.
I gotta do dinner and shit.
It's usually what happens after dinner.
I feel like I've been pooping more now than I ever have in my life.
Perfect.
Right?
Welcome to adulthood.
Thank you.
Oh hey, I found all that coal. I just found a bunch of random blocks of coal on the surface.
Oh, what the hell is this?
Oh, what is it? Don't leave us in suspense, man.
I opened up 4 stockpiles with one press of a button. Because they're all in the same spot, pretty much.
Perfect.
It was talent right there.
Okay, I'm at 27. No, 37. Rip. The letters are so small. You found any gold in there?
Nope.
No, I think we gotta go lower still.
Are we sure this is rainforest?
Let's see.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, we're fucking right in the heart of it, dude. I'll get more rainforesty than that.
Have you run into more granite down there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, look, nice.
Nice.
No, not nice as when we found gold. The rock, nice.
Nice.
No, not nice. We want gold.
But nice. I'm not apologizing for that one. I'm just an asshole.
Found gold.
Nice. All right. Let's dig straight down to it and drop the excavator down. Where are we at? We are at... I can't even fucking read that. 280, 1315. I think that's right. I kind of aimed for this to be right below where we were. I think it's a bit off to the left.
And it's definitely a rich spot. There were four adjacent golds.
Yeah, all right. Well, I just want the height. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, it's off to the left of here, but I think we just drop it straight down right here. What do you think?
I'm fine with that.
We need to upend it so it's facing down to the ground.
My game is not performing well.
No.
Mine is either a bad post or a map open.
Well, that's not gonna help, but
No, not at all. Because I'm trying to find a particular plant. And I think it said that it kind of grows over here. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
all right.
I
Find
just
it-
thought of a problem.
What?
How are we going to keep getting out of here?
I actually was gonna do this.
If that works, Gear.
Oh no! It's like it has a barrier or something. Ah, god damn it! That was such a good idea. That was such a good idea, but I think it has a barrier, so you
That
don't
was
do
a
that.
good idea.
Right?
That was a good idea. I would have had to have been impressed if that worked. We just need to go down there and dig out a small 3x3 area.
I think I'm just gonna start spiraling downward.
What did you do?
We made a hole, and we're gonna eventually just drive the skid steer into it so it falls down to where we want it. But we dug like a couple, like 3 down, and I tipped it slowly into the hole so it was like vertical instead of horizontal. And I tried to dig downward, but like I said, I think it has a barrier where it blocks the lowest Z level you're at, so that you don't accidentally dig down. You know what I mean? Because this is supposed to be a horizontal digger,
Oh, yeah.
which is unfortunate, but
Also sounds like a whole lot of OSHA violations.
there's no OSHA
Sorry.
on this planet.
Supreme Leader banned OSHA.
Supreme Leader just never made OSHA. And in a world where nobody can get hurt, do we need an OSHA?
We also don't need an ocean either after we pull
An ocean? Got him. What if we put down some ramps for the skid steer? The problem with the ramps is that they are 4 horizontal for every 1 vertical. So it takes a very long slope to get to a different Z height. We need to go down about 30 layers. So you do 30 times 4, it's 120 horizontal layers that we would need to deal with, as well as 360 ramps we'd have to make, and God knows how many cubic pieces of dirt we'd have to pull out. Yeah, it's a little bit of a task to do.
That's exactly why they need an industrial lift.
There should be a lift that the trucks can fit on. Well, trains and boats are in their what do you call the thing with their future plans? Roadmap, that one, yes. But we'd do a train out to Africa, like, you know how long it's gonna take to make? By the time we get the materials to make it, we could have just made the lasers.
I mean, I know how long it took me to make the road to Africa.
A boat would be great though, especially if we just dig right on the edge of the water, so you just pop it into the boat while we're not there.
A freighter took up like 30 stacks or something. Ship it
Basically,
over.
yeah. A cannon, yes.
I've got my brightness at 200%. My game is really dark.
I think there hasn't been an update, but I think some of the updates reset that, even if the numerics don't look right. Maybe try bringing it back to 0 and then popping it back.
No, I'll try it.
Not to 0, but you know what I mean, back to 100. Or just moving it at all. It may also have to do with the stones. Like the shale is a little bit of a darker stone than the rest of them, so maybe that doesn't reflect as well.
No, that helps. It was something along that lines.
Cool. A trebuchet, yeah. I mean, yes, the trains would be just basically transport, whether it's... I would hope you can make a carriage that could hold people as well, but, you know, it would just be a thing where you can move supplies around, basically.
Look, they do it in the movies all the time. You could just stand on top of a train that's moving. Physics don't apply.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it, man.
I'm restarting my game really quick.
Okay. What's going on, Mac? Yeah, we're digging to the best of our ability. Oh, are you on the surface still?
Yeah.
Can you empty the skid steer?
Emptied.
Thank you. Why so deep? So the gold kind of spawns a lot better at certain depths, and it's not just as deep as you can. It actually is a specific depth rating. So we're trying to get down to that area so we can mine some gold. We're gold diggers, yeah. The problem is that we're gonna do this. We're not gonna really get anything out of here. I didn't think about that one. Can you see what the recipe for an elevator is?
Where is that made at? Machining?
I don't know, to be honest.
It's not the workbench.
I ran out of food. We could also just take the elevator that's over by the smithing. Smelting.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know what it's made at.
It might be the wood workshop, whatever that one is. You know which one I mean?
Wooden elevator. You're gonna need a portable steam engine,
Oh,
gearbox, and other stuff that's pretty inconsequential.
gross.
I need an AFK for a second.
All right.
So yeah, basically,
I don't know. Maybe it's just fucking. Should do this by hand instead of digging down for that thing. I don't know anymore. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the fucking. Oh no! What's that shit that takes 2 swings?
nice.
Nice, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, Mac, that might work. Wedging one in between that we could push it up to the surface with or something. I don't know. My thought was this shaft is almost exactly the size we need for the elevator. We just, core out the center and drop it in, but I really don't want to make more. We should totally just steal it from the smeltery because we're not really using it. We have that side entrance now that we can just drive into, you know? Makes no sense to subject us to that elevator if we don't need to.
I think it looks nice in the little plaza though now.
The elevator?
Yeah,
Oh,
kind of.
we can bring it back when we're done.
It completes the look.
Excuse me. I want some iced tea. Oh, I fucking forgot. I gotta do stickers, man.
Stickers.
Yeah, it's already June. I mean, I got them. I just gotta print up the list, and I don't even know how many people on the list last time. Usually, there's a good chunk, but everyone might have already got stickers. I don't know. Just cover my car in stickers. You haven't got yours yet? You signed up for this one, right, Mac? Or the previous one? Version 3 or 2? Or more, a better question probably is, when did you sign up? Months ago. I'll tell you what, I can tell you right now. I mean, I am actually genuinely curious as to how many people are on this time. Let's see. Stickers V2. Oh, where's V3? Ah, right, I have to make it.
I've signed up so much that I'm surprised you're just like, no, I have to put you on a limit.
I keep buying them, so.
You should see the back of my laptop. It's ridiculous.
It's just all gear stickers. Let's see. Imagination. Mac, yes, you signed up third on this one.
It actually is, though. Like, that's what makes it funny. It actually is.
Me want sticky. Who was that?
You can send me some. I'll put them up around my work.
Did you sign up for them?
No.
So sign up for the damn sheet. That's how I send them out.
You really want your stickers around where I work?
I don't give a shit. They don't have access to a computer.
I mean, that's fair.
I'll send you ones that don't have my URL on them.
Alright, I'm getting back in now.
Oh no. What did I just do?
I start a new segment, therapy through streams.
Okay. There's a lot of asphalt roads there now.
Therapy through memes.
Turn your dreams into memes. Wait, I don't remember logging out over here. Where the fuck?
We moved you while you were logged out.
Should have known.
How would we even do that? There's no way to do that, right?
I know, I'm fucking with you, Jesus. But that does beg the question, like... Oh, okay, never mind, I know where I'm at.
Gear
I
already
don't
has
remember
stick
logging
legs.
out
Yes.
down here, but it might have been because my game was lagging.
Yeah, I've noticed
So maybe
sometimes
that's why.
when it's lagging, if you sign out, you get signed in somewhere you were, not somewhere that you, not where you were, you know.
That's probably what happened then.
I'm starting to hit. Whatever this shit is. Just grind it.
How deep are you?
Let me see. I am.
Can't read your numbers on the stream.
I can't read them in real life either. I'm at 26.
Oh, you shot right past our staircase.
Yeah, I think it. We didn't collide with the
I
staircase.
think I
I was
think you're
gonna
one.
make a joke, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna kill Mystics with a groan.
Yes, I would have to break down like one wall to see the staircase. Actually, I could probably go find it. Huh?
That's what I was just trying to do, because it should be right here. 1320, 1319.
No, it's 26 height. Oh, wait.
You were, but yeah. We're higher than that is.
Yeah.
I think I just chopped the wrong way.
Yeah, it's going to be towards our west. Yep, I found it. Right here. So now what?
Oh.
Well, I see 3 options. We can wind it out, toss the damn thing down and wreak havoc and pull it out by hand, or put a cart somewhere where we can bounce through or something. We can just mine around and pull it out by hand altogether, or we can try and clear it out and grab that elevator and put it in. Yeah, we can dig out an area for small stockpiles, a go-between. That's definitely an option. That's the same thing as the cart. It's just the cart can fit in a weird place where the stockpile we'd have to dig out for it.
I'm really disappointed in the lack of granite.
Yeah, it's a little weird, huh?
What do you have against granite?
Everything.
Don't take it for granted.
No. Just no.
That's my stream. I'll say bad jokes if I want.
Okay, but still, no.
Slash ban. Ready.
Please don't. I'll be good, I promise.
All right, I found a sizable area of granite down here that I can dig into. Is I don't know. I just don't know. All right, I thought of the perfect mid-sized tool, a fucking jackhammer.
That would work nice.
Right?
Steam-powered jackhammer.
Yeah. Maybe you gotta fucking put a steam generator somewhere nearby, even though that produces electricity. But you know what I mean, as a fuel source, and you can only use it within a certain area of that, and then you gotta pack it up and move it, just to make it a little bit less convenient or something. Whatever they gotta do to balance it. But like, boy, do we need something. I think I found more nice too.
Supreme Leader makes such a crate. Oh my god. Please don't.
Oh, I think I found a gold. 1 gold. Yeah. I think that's too much of a vertical Mac. I think we'd have to do one in the middle as well. It only goes a certain distance. Wow, yeah, I found 8 pieces of gold. Arr.
Our gear from the booty.
What I should do is just dig straight down the center so I can just jump down. Oh, okay, that's not gonna work.
Go with the good old-fashioned ladder.
The ladder doesn't... Last time I used the ladder, I was very disappointed. It didn't work at all.
All this effort, we're up to 24 gold.
Well, it is also 24 less than we had, or more than we had before.
Well, at this rate, you better just invent alchemy.
And turn campfire beans into gold.
I'm sure there's a mod.
Yes, turn campfire beans into gold.
I mean, they're worth their weight in gold already.
Campfire beans are more valuable than gold.
Yeah,
in
that's why it
some
works.
circles.
You can't turn things that are less valuable into gold. You gotta turn something more valuable. Develop fusion. Yeah, we can make our own gold.
Yeah, instead of making lasers, let's just make a LHC.
Yeah. I'll span from Africa to little Africa.
The world here isn't even large enough for that.
To Atlantis Island. Radioactive? That's alright. Half-life of gold is pretty small, isn't it? That's not how that works.
I don't know.
I don't think there's any forms of gold that
Gold's
are
a
actually
pretty
radioactive.
light element, relatively. Usually light elements have a long half-life.
I don't think it's radioactive at all normally, so I don't think it would have a half-life.
Well, no.
I don't even think there's any radioactive isotopes, is there?
Sure, we can make one.
Yeah. It's called golden plated uranium.
You can. Interesting. All right. I don't know. I ain't found shit since that first little chunk.
Well, you said that made me think of Spaceballs and Coleman in the desert.
We ain't found shit.
I found a thing of gold.
Cold.
It's on the right when you're at the right at the bottom. It's
Yeah.
on the right at the bottom.
I got shale in my hand right now, so I'll just dig out a little bit around it.
I love Spaceballs.
It's un-American not to.
Like as a kid watching that movie, my favorite character was fuck was his name? John Candy plays him.
Barf.
Barf, that's it.
Woof.
Half man, half dog. He's his own best friend.
I just really like John Candy as an actor. I thought he
Wow,
was
Bugsy.
thought he was
Oh, he
great.
didn't. He was. I don't know. There's some movies he was in that are only okay, but I don't think there was a bad John Candy movie.
186 days. All right, that's not too bad. Just enough time to make it into a laser and then destroy all evidence that it existed. And the space cops come around. Oh, we don't know. No lasers here. Look.
Space cops.
There are space cops in this game. I have so many questions.
We should make a power plant. We'll call it something like Bernoble.
Instead of sure noble, it's sure peasant.
Got him.
It's
I'll
too
show
advanced.
We'll show the bourgeoisie who's boss.
Yeah.
Damn, maybe we need to regen the world. You can dig pretty deep. Eventually you reach like some kind of bedrock type thing, but right, Rob? When we dug all that way down, do we hit 0 or did we stop at some other number?
I don't remember what the number was, but I know there definitely is a cutoff where it's just impenetrable stone.
I think when we were testing the server, we went and dug it all the way down.
Yeah.
Not this, but the server way in the beginning. The beginning of time.
Back in the days of Rob's butthole and
Back when Rob actually let people in his butthole. Oh, I found more
that
gold.
went in a really weird direction.
now it has to be a special occasion.
Has to be your birthday.
Can't just let anybody in.
I'm stuck in a rock. I'm free. I keep seeing I have gold in my hand, and I keep seeing like the prompt where you're gonna put it down. I'm like, oh, there's gold there, but it's not. It's just the prompt to put it down. This stream is just gonna be 3 hours of me mining in a circle.
The kind of quality of content we expect.
Maybe Sticks, do you use your pop filter?
Yes.
Okay, I was just checking.
Well,
You have issues.
I've got the screen, not the one that goes over the microphone.
He's got a lot of issues, but
Yeah. Everybody tells me I need to cancel my subscription to Life because I have too many issues.
got him.
Yep, that's the magazine.
Wow. All I was going to ask was if you had issues with the pop filter constantly swinging downwards.
I did, and the there's like a threaded, like at the yes, but I fixed it. It's a short story.
Okay.
Mine is a piece of foam. That's the shape of the microphone that goes right over it. But even then, if I take it off, it really isn't that much worse. You can hear me breathe more though. You gotta watch out for those pee-pops though. Even that's not too bad if I say pee-pop. Usually that's pretty bad. It also means I can get closer to the mic than I'm used to. I'm used to almost basically touching the mic all the time. And so when I take the pop filter off, I'm that much closer to it, so. I wish, Bugsy. That's the mod we need. Damn, I haven't played that in a long time either.
You know, I would really like to have some clowns appear. Then we can try and fight them off. I mean, have a circus with them.
You know what I wish? I wish fucking adventure mode would have some like multiplayer support. How cool would that be? Even if it's something you get to make your own little fucking server, you know what I mean?
Maybe with the Steam version, things will become possible since like
Yeah.
maybe mod support or something will pop up.
The only thing that would be tricky is, since it's turn-based, would you have to fucking like wait for the person, or you know what I mean?
I wonder if it would let you like lock in what your turn is, and
That's-
then both of them would happen at the same time.
That's what I'm thinking. Although there is a queue, so maybe you'd lock it in for your next turn around in the queue, but then, you know, stuff could happen while you're waiting. I don't know. Because I like adventure mode. The only problem I have is I can never figure out where people are. Pav was telling me that she figured out how to like actually hunt people down and like do some of the missions that people ask you to do. So like, I'd love to actually like sit down and do that, because I don't know. There were some streams where I got my guys pretty pumped. You know, they were pretty strong, running around just kicking people's asses and stuff.
What game are you talking about?
Door Fortress.
Yeah.
Oh. Derp.
You didn't catch the clowns.
The clown reference, yeah.
I wasn't paying full attention.
Send in the clown. I don't
See, I don't really care as much for adventure mode, but I do like. I mean, I've been able to figure out like where people are, but I always end up dead pretty quickly if you're not like playing as like a deity.
Yeah, I usually make my guy pretty strong. But I do like fort mode. The only problem I have with that is I feel like it takes a little bit to get going. You know what I mean? The beginning's a little-
Fortress? Well,
yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point. And by the time that you're making like actual good stuff, you're just like getting ready for your save to die.
Yeah, then you fucking kobolds are coming to eat your children and shit.
No, your
The
game
Legend
is just
of
lagging.
Dingus, the kobold.
See, I never really had too much of a problem with it lagging. I mean, I definitely had some slowdown, but thankfully, you know, it's pretty much a single core operation, so it's actually really nice to stream, because you can't overload the CPU and and have the stream buckle. It's the game that buckles at the same point it normally would. That being said, if you have you want clock speed for that kind of game. So if you have an older processor that's actually clocked faster, it's worthwhile using that.
Yeah, actually, I've visited my forts in adventure mode and killed people.
Yeah. That's pretty sick. Did I shift? No, I didn't shift over.
All I have to say is Dingus was the best kobold.
Ah, poor Dingus. Met his fate.
I can't believe you killed him though.
I think somebody drew Dingus. Was it you, Fry?
I was going to, but I don't think I ever got around to it. I should do that someday. It's not going to be anytime soon because,
Yeah.
but maybe once that's all done, I could get around and draw Dingus. Because I mean, he needs to be immortalized. Puppy, no.
Puppy, yes.
Puppy, no.
I
Don't
have.
encourage her.
I have my first ever piece of art that anybody drew for me, which was also a Dwarf Fortress art.
Did you frame it?
I didn't, but I still have it saved on my computer. The screen's gonna get really bright because this image is white, so be ready for that. I named him the Nutbuster of Time.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, it was one of my first way long ago streams, I think.
I think I also drew Fuzzy Peach and Princess Yoshi. Was it French that did that?
No, the name on that one was Sonic something.
Oh, okay.
I swear, I thought I had a picture of Dingus somewhere, but yeah, I see Peach Yoshi's right here, but
Listen, you screwed up and said Princess Yoshi.
I'm aware of the origin.
Well, good. I don't know. Ignore me.
It's just mildly horrifying.
Also, I'm gonna put push to talk on if they're gonna keep doing that.
And dogs did not sign the release form, they cannot be on stream.
Yeah, so I know that at least for me, I was a little bit concerned about Dwarf Fortress coming to Steam. We're gonna end up watered down, but
It's good on Space Doggo. Yeah, but you know what? It seems like that's just going to be a side thing. You know what I mean? It seems like they're just going to be putting the normal stuff out like normal, though. No?
I mean, yeah, as long as that and they keep ASCII mode, I'm good. Since I'm a filthy purist.
I like
Doggo.
ASCII for adventure, but I like tile sets for Fortress mode.
Hey, doggo.
I don't know. Tile sets just ruined the game for me.
Really? Wow.
Like, I can barely tell what anything is on a tile set.
Really? Because I feel like
But
the
if I
opposite.
If I bust out ASCII, I'm just like, I know exactly. I'm like, okay, that's this. That's, you know.
I mean,
I never question why is this thing red? I'm like, it's not covered with blood. It's, you know, it's a plant or, you know, whatever.
I think it's how you learn to play, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, That's definitely a big factor.
I mean, it's a lot easier for people to get in with a tile set. You know what I mean?
I think going in raw is better though, honestly,
Well.
just because you.
No comment on that one, but
I will say no comment.
I have questions.
Well, you see,
It's okay. I can wait until after stream.
when a mommy
They
kobold
all
and a daddy
begin with Y
kobold.
anyway.
yeah.
Faster trip down the shaft.
That's very relevant.
Let me rephrase that.
Oh my!
There's a faster trip down the hole?
That's not any better.
It's up the hole,
You
excuse
can
me.
bottom out a little easier.
How old are we again?
What time is it? 8 o'clock.
1:45.
It's 7:45.
1:45.
7:45 means it's 2 o'clock.
I'm sorry, that was highly inappropriate.
Well, Space Doggo, you know, you just gotta spend some time to reset it sometimes. I like the fucking stack of blocks. That's one of the staircases.
Yeah. 'Cause that's where the other set whatchamacallits meet. That the other tunnel that kind of messed up the dig.
What I really wanted to do is someone was commenting on Reddit that like nobody's done world gen for like thousands of years because after a certain point, it just your CPU spends so much time like doing each little individual detail that it can't do it anymore. You know, it's not time effective. I really wanted to start world gen on another PC and just leave it for like a month and see where we get up to. And
A month? Oh god.
because like you can only do a couple thousand years on like a normal sized place before it starts, you know, slowing down because there's more people and their events are happening and people are fighting and dying, and you know it's not simulating these in detail, but it's making, you know, it's simulating them.
Yeah, because it's got to be like, you know, like
The lore.
Eurus the 27th of his name ate dinner, and then it has to think about that for like an hour.
Well, when you have 27,000 Eurus eating dinner, yeah. But I kind of wanted to do that and see what we ended up with, and I just never got around to putting it on my other computer. There is no fall damage. There's actually no damage at all. Space Doggo. Because like my other computer I use to process VOD sometimes, but when I'm not, it's just kind of hanging out, you know. The real problem is more of if it doesn't crash itself, you know.
Alright, now my dog went out. I'll be right back.
Target storage is full and target storage is full. I don't know why it told me that twice in the same sentence, but
Just in case you hadn't heard about the target storage.
you live 5 or so miles from the sea, but the coal mines run under the sea for 20 miles. Men's never see the sun for days. See the wait. No one ever sees these days. Yeah, you don't want elven caravans, Bugsy. They don't help you at all. They get mad at you for selling them like wood instruments while they come bring you stuff in wooden chests. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, dude, they have their elven bullshit magic. Just grow mushroom trees anyway. It's better.
I never really do underground. I mean, obviously, I grow like the fucking. What is it? What do you need to make the booze? The mushroom caps or whatever.
Plum helmets.
The plum helmets. Yeah, I grow those, but I don't really ever like go into the caverns. I do a little bit just to explore, but I like my dwarves too much. I don't like the fun.
I mean, you don't have to have fun. You can just kind of secure the area.
Yeah, normally what I do is I go down there and I'll kind of board off a couple areas, you know, build walls and let them, you know, mine whatever's there. Try and find some adamantium, is it? I forget
that's when you're getting dangerous. You're getting close to Clown Town.
Yeah, I try and like scope out a little bit of it just so we can actually make some things, and then, you know, we'll uproot a couple the plants down there and shit. And but yeah, I don't usually do too much adventuring out into that realm. Goblins to feed the crocodiles. Yeah, see, the military is something that I'm always terrible at. Like, I can kind of figure out how to make troops that like train to like defend us, but like, if I wanted to capture somebody, I'd have no fucking clue how to do it. There's so many things I don't know how to do.
Capturing is easy though. Just need a bunch of
The traps?
tons and tons of traps.
Oh, all right, I could do that.
Cages, basically cage traps.
Yeah, no, I could do that. I just meant, I guess. Oh, then what do you haul the trap to where you want to release them,
Yeah.
and then you release them.
You can build like pits, and like if they're animals that are able to be trained.
I will say, there was one game I was playing long time ago, back when I had my Mac. I wasn't even on PC, where a dragon showed up. I was wreaking havoc, and it got caught in a wooden trap.
Yeah, dragons can get caught in the dumbest stuff.
Fucking hilarious. And it was such a like a last ditch effort move too. I had all like the last like 4 or 5 guys run out and just drop one and run back in.
You can like chain them to places too, so they can't fly.
So they like just attack it and get in the armor.
So I like the collapse, like the up, not the extendable bridges, the ones that you usually use as like an atom smasher. But even if they come with unfortunate mishaps sometimes, I just like them better aesthetically.
The more drawbridgey ones, yeah.
Yeah, the ones that, you know, lift up and down.
Yeah.
Because they can also block, like, as walls.
So you don't use tile sets, but do you use like the DF hack, or do you just play the fucking completely pure vanilla?
I've used the DF hack, but I can play vanilla easily.
I like that DF hack lets you do the Z level stuff. Like you can see the next Z level, you know what I mean? I really like that. In case there's like a gap, it shows the next level down just a little bit grayed out.
Yeah, see, I prefer to play vanilla personally, but yeah, I've used DF hack for some of the times when I'm just like, okay, I got 200 dudes and I don't really feel like dealing with.
Yeah, or that, and I'll use DF hack sometimes to clean up like debris on the ground, like blood and vomit, if things are getting a little too CPU intensive, you know.
Oh no, I just make every dwarf do cleaning.
That's really what I should do.
They should let you make children do cleaning, honestly.
Well, there's mods for that. And then what about what's the one that you can use to assign people to jobs and shit? Therapist?
Dwarf therapist, yeah.
You use that?
I've used that before too.
Yeah.
I think I've used probably both of those equally in amounts. Just just occasionally.
I think I once stumbled across the menu on like actually how to assign jobs, and I was like, oh, that's where that is, and I never looked at it again. Because it's so fucking easy to do in Therapist, you know?
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of the cumbersome out of the menus, which I like. Don't tell me I'm out of. God damn it.
When you've got enough dwarves, you kind of don't really care who's doing what anymore.
Yeah, I kind of. That's the type of game that I always shoot myself in the foot with assigning jobs. Where like, there's never anybody, or like, I'll be like, all right, we need to make this or whatever, and just like nobody will do it for like a year because they have that job, but they also are doing another job. You know what I mean? Like 6 other things, but.
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
I think I need to go get some iron so I can do some repairs.
I got about. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Did you fill this up?
What's that?
The truck.
That's not full.
Oh, they only have that one stockpile down there. You should empty as much as you can.
Oh no, I filled up like 5 stockpiles out along the beach.
Oh, that's what we're doing. We're just dumping it there.
Yeah. Down around
Um,
the corner here.
I wish there was an easy way to play it with people. I mean, I know you can do like, what are they? Not procession games where you like share it.
Succession games?
Yeah, but like, I feel like if I did that with somebody, it would be them like playing the game and me fucking everything up, and then them fixing it and me fucking it up. You know?
I mean, I think everybody has their own way of playing, so
Oh, for sure.
they're gonna feel like they're either fucking it up or someone else is fucking it up.
I don't know. I was watching Joel play, and he was talking about how like me and him have completely different play styles. Like he digs out like the exact little area he needs, and I just go and I'm like, I'll make this a big room. And I just, cut out a swath of the room. But I don't know. Yeah, people definitely play differently, but I need to figure out how to play again. I wish I didn't have a job. I don't wish I didn't have a job, but.
Yeah, see, I like to just get out exactly what I need at the start before I do anything extravagant, because I gotta plan it out.
Yeah. I mean, the start's different, but once you start doing stuff, I have no problem with being like, all right, make a 100 by 100 room. We'll start sticking shit in there. This is going to be storage. Everyone stick shit in storage. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you end up getting to a point where there's just items everywhere, I don't know.
Oh, that's why you gotta specify your stockpiles.
Well, yeah, but you need a lot of space to do that.
Yeah. But I mean, I hate huge square rooms.
I totally that's no, dog. There's no multiplayer. What you can do, what a lot of people do, is you like play a month or play a year and save it, and then give that save to somebody else, and they play a month or a year or whatever, or season, and then they give it back, and you just kind of trade off.
You can also do like both people playing from the same seed, like starter seed, and compare.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I've done that with some people I've played with before, my brother included. Yeah, you gotta improvise because it doesn't have like real multiplayer.
Yeah, for streaming purposes, you would think that like a multiplayer RimWorld would be a little.
There are mods for that.
Yeah, supposedly that one works really good. I've never tried it.
Doesn't the RimWorld multiplayer make it so that you're both playing different towns though?
Yes, but you can visit,
One
I
of
think,
them.
or send
There's
stuff.
2 of them now. There's one
Oh,
that
okay.
allows you to play the same settlement, and then there's one that does 2 different towns on the same world.
Weird. How does that same settlement one work? I feel like there'd just be way too many commands in the queue, you know?
Basically, you just kind of have to designate between yourselves who's doing what, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, I suppose if a game like Hoi 4 can have that style of gameplay, which is much more complex, I think that RimWorld should be able to do it.
Do I know what Hoi 4 is?
Hearts of Iron.
No. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Armonk Vision. I have a little bit. I think when I tried to use it, it was super janky and it didn't really work well. But it does make for some cool visuals if you get it working.
You can head past me here. I'm still widening the road, but it's pretty much almost done.
Oh, I thought you had a gap there. Like,
No. Yeah, no gap. I'm just widening the road by 2 so that these trucks can pass. And so that when you actually hit the sides of the road, you slow down.
I'm just going to grab some more iron so Gear can stop using 800 calories a swing.
I still have half my good axe.
Can I use it? Oh, you are using it.
I wasn't before, yeah.
Armec Vision is the 3D one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never personally used it. I honestly, I can kind of envision things in my head, so I never really needed the assist.
I don't know, it's just a cool thing, you know. It's one of those cool things that would be nice if it would integrate with like stream a little bit better, where like, you know, you could be playing and have the stream see that and just like have something that have a little bit more for people who aren't hardcore into it, you know. But I can never really get it working. And this one, what was it, fucking like Dwarf Viewer or something, where you can like see dwarves and as they get hurt, their limbs like turn colors and like fall off and shit. But they look ridiculous.
Oh, what the? I don't know how it spun like that. There we go.
Thank you.
So yeah, so if everyone takes smelting, you can at least repair your things for a discount.
Trying trying to find the name of that mod. So I would love to show a picture. Oh my god. I cannot ever figure out, there it is, where the fucking download button is for this lazy noob pack. Like every fucking time I try and download it. Oh, never mind. It's gonna take my fucking frames. I wanted to look at the fucking viewer now that we're talking about it, but that, and I wish someone would make a mod that would pick names out of chat and name people after them.
Oh, like automatically?
Yeah. I think that would be pretty cool. A good quality of life thing that you can entertain streams with.
Oh, you mean like RimWorld has?
Yeah, except, you know, not janky.
I'm sure that could definitely become a thing once the Steam version comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Do they have a release date for that or no?
No.
It's just announced and it's gonna not do anything for a while. The page is up for it, yeah?
Yeah, the page is there.
It's
And
just
they have like that little video, but
yeah. Did I see the Baldur's Gate trailer? No, I have no idea what Baldur's Gate is.
what? How can you play D&D and not have heard of Baldur's Gate?
Let me rephrase that. I don't know what Baldur's Gate is.
What?
I still got a full head of hair. I'm good.
Not gonna have much hair left after the Baldur's Gate fanboys, mug you on the side of the street.
My experience with D&D is pretty much like 2 or 3 games and then Pathfinder. So, and those 2 or 3 games were not very long and they were not very structured.
Well, Baldur's Gate is a popular D&D setting that was the setting for a very well-received and popular video game called Baldur's Gate.
Skyrim. Oh.
And it's less popular, younger child, Baldur's Gate 2.
Oh, yeah, that too.
What did you say, Icewind Dale?
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Icewind Dale and Icewind Dale 2, or
Yeah, something
Icewind Dale Remastered, or whatever the fuck they called it.
I'll be honest, I've never really played much Baldur's Gate, but I know what the hell it is.
Then they created Neverwinter Nights, and so on and so forth.
I just realized I forgot I had push to talk on.
All right.
Turn it back off.
No, puppies bark.
That's alright, people want to hear puppies. Puppies are popular.
But it's Gear Stream.
So that means who cares?
Wow.
I'm sure Gear likes puppies.
Eh,
It's okay. He'll never contradict me because that's an unpopular opinion.
I like puppies. I don't like them fucking pissing all over the floor.
Oh yeah, no. Housebroken puppies.
You don't want to break the puppies, dude.
I mean, Gear loves unpopular opinions, so
That's true.
just ask him about Discord and Windows.
No. I don't think Windows is an unpopular opinion. I think many people share that one.
All the people who use Mac, I guess.
I think it depends on why they're using Mac. But yeah, maybe.
Even why they're using Mac. There's like no legitimate reason to pay twice as much for a computer just to use Mac OS.
In a production environment, it does. You know, people who are doing art for companies and stuff, it totally makes sense to do that. Especially if the company's paying for it.
It maybe used to when they actually made their own hardware that catered to that sort of thing, but now that it's all i8-6.
The operating system and the lack of drivers and all that stuff is definitely a compelling reason to do that and go that route. And the fact that all the Adobe stuff is kind of made for it, and Windows is not a byproduct, but you know, it's made for Mac, you know. I can understand. I'm not saying I would do that, but I understand why, you know, from a support you know, reason and a you know, compatibility with stuff and all that, it makes sense. But I agree, it's still overpowered for what it is. Overpriced for what it is.
Overpowered.
See, I was okay with it back when they made their own hardware, like when they had the G5 processors, because they actually made their hardware to where it was beneficial for people to buy their machine because it processed, you know, the video editing and the audio editing and the artistic stuff better than, you know, the i8-6 or x86 architecture back at the time. But nowadays, I mean, it's the exact same hardware with the exact same performance specs. The only advantage, if you can call it that, is software. I mean, and as much as people hate Windows 10, Windows 10 is pretty decent with plug-in drivers.
Nerf Mac.
I just ate 28 prickly pears to fill up my hunger meter. Sounds like a delicious meal.
I don't get why this game doesn't render 2 rocks deep in every direction. Every time I break a rock, I can just see into the map. Like, how hard would it be just to render another rock behind it?
Oh, that's what I meant about how hard would it be to, you know, load the general world map locally and then process minimal stuff from the server.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous how much. It's just, like I said, it's just not optimized at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they might be doing that because they're still, you know, in production. They don't want to change it every time they change something about the world or, you know, all that. I would bet that's why, but
I actually want to see how much this is working in server. It's been a few sessions since I checked.
I'll do like another 45 minutes or so, yeah.
And that's one thing, like, you know, this game has over Factorio is this game is very, very well multi-threaded.
Yes, but the nature of Factorio means it's going to be very hard to multi-thread.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that Factorio is much more dependent on the speed of the processor.
Yeah.
Like, whereas this one, I mean, none of my processor's cores are going over 50%, and it's only using 2.8 gig of RAM.
And this one
out of
doesn't even touch the
24
processor.
available. Whereas, you know, that Factorio map before the last one, it was maxing out one of the cores.
I wonder if you disabled 2 of the cores, if you get a higher clock speed.
Not on this processor.
No.
You mean for Factorio?
Yeah. I know, like that's when they do those like super overclocks, those insane overclocks, that's what they're doing. They're
Yeah,
turning
that's
off
of course.
all the fucking cores except for one.
I have another processor I could use for the server sitting over across the room there that I was planning on to make into a HPC.
Is it a better processor?
Yeah, it's better. You usually don't need that for a server.
I don't think
It
it's
would
worth.
Probably help for Factorio.
I don't think it's worth making you take apart your rig, to be honest.
How it's well, it'd be motherboard to motherboard. So I just install the server on that machine and mirror all the drives and folders over. It wouldn't be
Oh, I
that
see what you're
bad.
saying. I've actually have been thinking really hard about this server and how I want to do things.
Oh, the Factorio, you mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how we can get ore to smelters, and smelt and get it back to warehouses and then get it sorted and then get it to a place to build the items without using any belts. And I think I can do it.
Yeah, I really like the train setup that kind of got started on.
Yeah, I think I know how we should do it. It's going to be a little cumbersome, but I think it'll actually work out well once it gets going.
Are you wanting to like spread the ore throughout the smelter without any belts going down the rows of smelters?
Yeah.
Are you just going to have like a bunch of adjacent storehouses with like stacking
No,
servers
no.
just moving the ore down?
I think what we can do is have a train pull up, maybe a 10 cars long, and you know, whatever locomotives we need to support it, and have 20 smelters on the side and have them pull out and then put the iron right back in, or whatever it is right back into that same train car, and just have it do that until it's done, and then that train can go off. It'll take a little bit of some logic to get that right, but I don't think it would be too hard, to be honest.
How would the train know when to go? Because the cargo empty, cargo full is the condition.
So there is one last condition you can use, which is a signal from the network, from the logic network. And so I could say, when you get whatever signal from the logic network, send it. And then we would just need to figure out a way to do that. But that shouldn't be hard, because we can count the number of arm swings of the arm taking stuff out.
What we could just do is offset the stops, because the way the loaders work is they just load out of the car anyway. You just have the ore come in and unload into the unloader, have the smelters right there pulling them straight from the unloader or sticking into a loader on the opposite side. You just have two trains.
So the problems I saw with that is, one, we'd have to turn on loading everything, which is fine. But two,
Well, we already did plates.
yeah, I know. But two, you can only fit maybe 8 or 9 smelters around that setup. If you have 10 train cars, you can fit 20 smelters, or 40 smelters if you want to double side it. You know what I mean?
Well, if you put a
Without using
each-
belts, you'd have to use belts if you were going to use the.
each unloader would be able to fit 2 or 3 smelters, because they're 4 wide.
Yeah, but I don't know if we need that economy of scale. You know what I mean? Do we need 90,000 ore to be waiting for 4 smelters? You know what I mean? I don't think we quite need that much there. I think it makes much more sense to either unload from one.
We can limit how much, like we can limit the inventory of what goes into the unloaders, but the thing would be is that you wouldn't have all those trains stopped and waiting.
Yeah, but if they gotta drop off and pick up, what's the difference? You know what I mean? Not to mention the loaders and unloaders are bigger than just the train cars by themselves. So we're looking at space as well.
Well, they're 6x6.
As opposed to
6x4.
2x3. No, the trains are 2x3.
No, they're 6 long. We stick 6 stack inserters.
That's what I mean.
Unload them.
2x6. Yeah. I don't know. I just think it could be a little bit more compact without those, and the arms are only going to swing as fast as they can. So, well, what's going to happen is once that loader or unloader fills up, the train's just going to be waiting anyway, no? You know what I mean? Like, it's still... It just buys us a little bit of initial buffer, I guess. You could also just design one of each and see which one works out better. It just seems like space-wise and time-wise, and, you know, like I said, we could load it right back in the same train car and have it go bring it to a warehouse. Because if... even though the train's going to be waiting, it's not like those smelters are going to be doing anything else. They're still going to be smelting, you know? The only difference is maybe a few seconds while the train pulls away and a new one pulls in.
Well, the biggest problem I see with either of those setups is that each train car has about 2,400 ore on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the smelting time is 5 seconds. So even with electric furnaces that do double speed, it's 2.5 seconds an ore.
Mm-hmm. We're definitely gonna have to have a lot of places to smelt, but look at our normal smelting setup. It's already pretty big. This will definitely be bigger, but I think it'd be worth it not to have belts everywhere. Well, Skyrim, I mean, there's going to be a large chance of that no matter what. That being said, I think I might have had either none or one close call, and I think Music is already up to 2.
What's that?
Close calls with the train.
Yes. And that's because I was in the car just driving across the tracks, not paying attention. So even if we do smelters on both sides, we've got 4 smelters pulling out and putting into the train car.
Mm-hmm.
At 2.5 seconds per smelt, that's 50 minutes to completely unload and reload a car from ore to plate.
All right, then we have how many of those? Maybe 50 or so of those. That's only 1 minute each, or 1 minute for a whole load. You know, it's definitely going to be a larger scale just by the nature of it, but again, it should be less.
How are you going to get it from the or the car to the smelter and back then if you're doing 50 smelters?
No, I'm saying we'll do 50 lines of that, 50 trains.
Holy shit.
We have the loaders. It's not like it's going to take that much time to load them from the mining, we'll find a bunch of places to mine it. Oh god, it's a fucking maze. Where the hell am I going? I don't know. I just don't see a way that it works out without using belts. That's not somewhere in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going dark.
Hey, Dark.
I know a way it can work out. Uninstall a game.
that's the opposite of working out. I think that's failure.
That's a perfect optimization.
I think that's the worst optimization because you'll get nothing done.
Requires 0 belts, 0 smelting.
Yeah, we get 0 throughput, so.
That's a 0 out of 0 is a perfect score.
That's
I think we need to brain power sometime and come up with something better. I don't like 50 minutes per train car unloading and reloading.
But it's the economy of scale. It's 50 minutes for one, but we're not gonna have one doing it.
Well,
It's the
we
same
have
thing.
50 lines with 10 cars and 4 smelters per car. That's 40 cars per line times 50. I mean, that's what, 2,000 smelters? That's. I mean, I guess that's. But the room that's going to take up putting all the track through there, 50 lines of track.
Yeah.
And he expects you to do it all.
No, I don't expect them to do it all. We should get a
I do agree the best option is to use lube.
we should get a what do you call it? Faster inserter mod.
I was looking for a direct loader mod that just like shoved from a belt into a storage or reverse.
There's that one from the fucking cheat menu.
Well, yeah, but well, I mean, I was looking for something you could make so it wouldn't be super cheaty.
But
Wow. Gear
What the
cheating? Not a surprise.
Okay, so I did a charred meat thing, and I canceled it, and it
Yeah,
gave me a whole bison back.
When that gives it back, though, it gives it back really inefficiently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Especially if you're doing it on the campfire.
I'm just so confused. Like, why a whole bison?
Yeah, it's definitely not worth cooking up the whole carcasses on the campfires at all.
This wasn't even a carcass, though. Like, I didn't. It was actually just meat that I put on for charred meat.
And it gave you back a carcass?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's weird.
it's probably still an inefficient exchange.
Well, let's see.
about a half hour. There you go, Frey. It's a good comment for you in chat.
Oh, thank you, Dark. This is actually my new mic. I mean, I still have like the headset mic, but the one thing that I hate about it is the fact that sometimes when I'm playing a game with people, like they can hear the sounds and everything over that mic.
It echoes back, yeah.
It drives me nuts because it's like, you know, there's really nothing I could do other than just get another mic. And I actually got this one on Mustix's recommendation.
So when it breaks in a week, you can sue Musix.
Lemon laws.
That's how it works in the United States.
That fucking truck. You better watch out.
What, you talking about the skid steer on the edge there?
Yeah, you were walking next to it and it was like inching towards the hole.
Puppy, no. Puppy,
I
no.
parked it. Puppy, yes. Well, the compression from the audio over Discord makes any mic sound like crap.
Because Discord's too busy trying to figure out ways to make people pay them money than to actually spend their money to fix their program. Oh guys, we made it so you can buy boost for the server now. Like, get out of here.
Here he goes again.
I already see fucking server owners being like, oh yeah, we're making rewards for people who boost the server. It's like, really?
When I was a kid, we had Ventrilo, and it just worked.
I never use Vent.
Wow, such a young kid.
When I was a kid, we had America Online.
We used Friendster.
I did use AOL.
I used Yahoo and MSN. But then Yahoo got like overran by porn bots and MSN shut down, I think, so. I used AOL like once in a while, but because Bad Me thought it was a pay service, I didn't bother using it much. That being said, though, when I used to raid in WoW, we used Ventrilo a lot.
No, they're not selling loot boxes, but they're locking like basic things behind paywalls. Like, how hard would it be to fucking, when you go to paste the image in there, if it's more than 8 megabytes, to have them just make it like upload it to Imgur or something? Like, it's not that difficult. It's just, I don't know, the choices they make me upset.
Clearly.
Doesn't need to be this way.
Do me a favor, toss those 3 dirt ramps in this skid steer next time you come up.
Yeah, right.
We are up to 132 gold.
Oh wow.
So that's
Enough for one laser.
60. That's, yeah, 60 some gold bars. You only need it for flakes, right?
I don't remember. I have to look.
He needs it for decorating his palace.
I definitely need it for flakes, but I might need it for something else.
Gold latrine.
No, it definitely needs gold bars as well as flakes for circuits and stuff. The unupgraded amount is 200 gold bars each.
For lasers?
Yeah.
Are you upgraded?
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on outside my room. It's a little concerning. So how you doing today, Chad? And how are you fellas doing?
Same old.
Alright, I've gone a long way with these roads. I'm gonna expect my pay from the government here in Geartopia.
Yeah, alright, well, I'll send it in the mail. How many hours are left? It might take 8 days to get there. We don't have a mail service yet.
Our Supreme Leader has not given us a mail service.
This is when I deny privileges to my property and close all my doors. Make it so you have to go the long way. Can't take my road. strategically put the road straight through my house on purpose so I could do this. Set my toll fee.
I'm stuck in the wall again.
That's been happening to you a lot.
A little bit.
Oh, up and down. One time just random stacks of stones.
Yeah, no, I know, Dark. That's they're making you pay so that they can sell it. Yes.
True entrepreneurship right there.
People will use their service, which enables them to do it.
That's exactly why every company needs their own games selling thing now. Platform. Sell games, sell information.
Via the China, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, to be honest, I've been thinking about setting up Pi Hole. Doesn't seem like it would be that bad to do. Oh, I don't doubt that, Skyrim. Of course they're doing that. They're using the information to sell advertisements for people. If it's not directly selling your information, you know. All that Google ad stuff, you know.
Oh, hey, here's your turtle. I don't think I've seen a turtle before.
Oh, yeah, I just want to see them floating around. I mean, that's what YouTube's basically entirely, you know, sold on is you know, Google's ability to serve the right people the right ads. And they do that by collecting information about you. And sometimes buying information about you. And I forget what they're called. Little smart pixels. All that shit. Although I think Facebook does that more than Google.
Truck's almost maximum weight.
Alright, maybe we'll head back in a little bit and see how many bricks exactly we need to make. I think we need, what, 5 lasers? 4 lasers? I don't remember.
Thought it was 6.
Four lasers.
Huh. We have enough gold for 70 bars.
Well, there's definitely still some down here. I'm uncovering areas where there is some still. It's a real pain climbing out of here every time, you know?
Mm-hmm. At least it's a fast ride down.
Got him.
Alright, I've got extra wide roads pretty much from my place all the way down to the smelter.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
And they work really nicely with the new truck. All your stockpiles are done, they're just not able to dump out.
I got most of them picked up the last time I was over there.
Oh, okay.
What I did is I just left the wood in the truck and queued from the truck, so when I drive my truck pile, it'll just automatically snap in.
Oh yeah, Dark. I agree. I've been trying to get off of Facebook forever, but
What? You still on Facebook?
a lot of the podcast I do, we use Facebook's chat to communicate,
What the hell?
and you can't disable Facebook and still use the messenger. So
There is
I
this
just-
thing called group texts.
I'd give up
I
on
agree.
Facebook. If I were you. I did it years ago and it's the best thing ever.
no,
I have no idea what's
want
going
to.
on ever.
Truck's full.
all right, let's go here then.
See, I have one, but it's not the one that I originally had. The one I originally had, I nuked from orbit. For multiple reasons.
Just leave the skid steer and ride with me.
No, it's
We'll
okay.
be back.
Yeah, but we're not using it over here, so. Plus, I can actually shove a bunch of shit in it.
My leg is doing one of those weird things where it's wanting to cramp and twist one way, and then when I get comfortable, it wants to cramp and twist the other.
Classic legs.
It needs to stop. That kind of hurts.
Thanks, game. Magnificent flying truck.
Yeah, no, I agree. There should be something that oversees it all, but unfortunately, that's not really how things are working out. That's weird. This thing gets the same speed bonus driving through grass as it does on sand. Yeah, 1x through grass. We shouldn't have made a road. We should just give everyone skid steers to drive around.
Yeah. Then we'd have to fuel 5 skid steers and have them all be at the bottom of the ocean.
As long as you don't dig anything, you get plenty of time on it. The timer goes the same whether you're idling or driving. It's just picking stuff up.
It would just be a flat ground from everywhere to everywhere else.
Well, we have the skid steers. It won't be hard to do. You gotta go somewhere, just dig it out. Oh, look at this. Yeah, airports are starting to use the check-in facial recognition for the check-in instead of tickets.
That's stupid.
I agree because that isn't like foolproof. Alright, well, Musics, before you go too far, dump the rocks off over here.
Probably did.
Go on, Cypher. We're on the final stretch here. We're probably gonna end in like 10 or 15 minutes, but where'd you end up going? Did you not drop it off here?
The gold? No, I didn't take it over to smelt it.
No, the rocks.
Oh, I put it in top of the mine.
Oh.
Got eaten over there and stone conversion.
All right.
That's where you wanted it. I'm sorry.
That's all good. I was doing one above the longhouse that's doing it into concrete and stuff. And glass.
Still falling off the world, I see.
It's weird. There's a certain point where it doesn't load in quite in time, but you still have you still drive on the road.
How did you flip? There's like extra wide roads everywhere.
I don't know. Oh, that's not awesome.
What the heck? Did you just break the roads?
No. Should be able to use the skid steer to pop myself out of here, right?
Do you need a push?
Push, that wouldn't be bad, but yeah, drop a little rock behind me, I'll be fine.
You just need someone to stuff on the bucket.
I was just gonna put a piece of concrete behind it.
Oh. That seems to not have worked at all. I think you made it worse. You definitely made it worse.
It's all good. It'll squeeze
put
out
a
like
ramp?
a seed. I don't think there's enough
put a
room for a
ramp
ramp
there.
there. Is there enough room for a ramp? There we go.
Put a
See?
ramp.
Perfect.
The only way I see to counter that is to reorganize these tailing stockpiles so that they line up perfectly with the road.
No, I just drove bad.
But yeah, the road is 6 wide, so I think you can manage.
Looks like a problem. Ah, we solved it. Alright. I'll head on back over and see what we got.
Oh, there's a ton of stone over here too that's gonna need to be taken back. Unless we end up,
future us problem.
as I say, unless we start converting stone over here.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do with it over here? You're just gonna end up with sand or other stone. You know what I mean? It doesn't convert into nothing.
We've got most of our stockpiles over here now.
Was this always like this? I don't think this was always like this, was it?
So it was always like that, but I widened it a lot so that you can get through pretty easily.
Oh, it's weird. I feel like I'm bottoming out when I go over now.
No, yeah. So that ramp was always that way. I just
Weird. Okay. Alright, let's see what the math comes out to. 40 each, so I'm gonna need 120 plus what I need to make 20 circuits each. What does 80 circuits run me as far as gold goes? Let's see. Circuits need 5 gold flakes each. So 80 times 5 is going to be 400. And how many gold bars do a flake? How many flakes in a gold bar? Gold flakes, you get 4 per bar? 4 per bar, so 100. So we need 180 gold is what my math comes out to.
180?
Yeah.
We have 80 I just made. Or are making.
I'm sorry, 220. It's 120 for the bars needed for the lasers, and then 100 for the bars needed for the circuits.
220.
That's
So
what I
we're
got. Let me make sure there's nothing else. in
Ballpark
it.
of a third.
No, that's it. All right, I think I'm ready to be done. I don't know about you guys. I got some stuff I got to do tonight.
Same, actually.
Ooh, I'm already tired. That's not good.
Stop that. Damn it.
Oh, you make me yawn, Frey.
Stop.
This means you have a weak constitution.
Oh, all right. I'll catch you guys later.
Alright.
Good night.
Alright,
Bye.
see ya.
Night, everyone.
Well, Dark Cipher, Skyrim. I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully, y'all have a good night. See you. Hey, thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video. I know that some of the VODs can get a little bit long, so I do appreciate you sticking around. I'd like to ask real quick if you have a friend or someone close to you who you think would like a clip or a portion or even the whole stream, please feel free to reach out to them and share this with them. I'm always looking for more respectful people to come hang out and have some fun. If you've already done that or want to help me out some other way, feel free to check out the video description for some other ways you can help support me. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.